Be very careful, Ted. One wrong move and you could find yourself in a 4-hour-long cutscene. That's my way of saying, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 3, Fellatio. There's nothing I love more than a game with a ridiculous subtitle. Or a movie. Just, I like really ridiculous subtitles in general. Because subtitles are inherently funny to me.
I don't remember how to play this game.
Is it different than 2?
Right?
Did you have a tooth in your menu?
It's a revival pill.
Why is it a tooth? I guess it's in your tooth?
So I have a fake death pill, and then I can, like, use my tooth to, like, be alive again.
I can't imagine that's ever important.
Nope.
Oh yeah, so check out the upper right corner, those of you at home. There's a new mechanic here that was not present in the previous game. Camouflage.
Yeah.
So you can wear different camouflage outfits, and they provide different amounts of cover for people, like, trying to detect you in various settings. So for example, right now we have, like, olive drab, sort of, like, kind of typical, like, military camo. It's a little different. But, like, since you're in the jungle, you know, like, you're in the grass and stuff, it's pretty hard to get detected. When you're standing on a tree, less the case. Catch it.
I got it.
You entered the hanging mode.
I'm safe.
My personal favorite camouflage is the lab coat.
I see you've retrieved your
which is like 100% cover if you're in a science lab,
yeah.
and like 0% cover under literally any other circumstance.
It's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
Oh.
In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and
so
press the enter button.
They do things.
For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right.
Now, in order to open that menu, you must sing the backpack song. It goes backpack, 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 backpack.
Will start to drop.
Great.
If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance.
And if you need to get the map, well, there's a whole other song for that. Are you writing this down?
Your wounds won't heal as smoothly.
That's what we need. We need a, like, Dora the Explorer Metal Gear Solid
crossover. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
Can you use your tranquilizer knife?
Is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
Shouldn't you ask these questions before you jump out of the plane?
Definitely yes.
However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches zero, the noise suppression
is why?
It is a very weird mechanic.
So don't get too trigger happy with it.
Is that even a thing that exists? What would be the purpose of it?
I don't know.
Any
so it's like biodegradable? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
You'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Ask these questions.
Jetson!
Operating procedure.
For you, Tim Bennett.
You can't leave any traces
if it's standard procedure, how is it news to you?
Equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges.
Do not ejaculate in the facility. I wasn't planning on it, but now that you've said that, I can't stop thinking about it.
There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
Let's do that.
You can't let anyone
that sounds
see
fun.
You. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission.
Does not
You're a ghost snake in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue.
Also, like, codenames are another thing that you should definitely have before leaving the plane.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like it's weird to try and adjust to that in the middle of this briefing.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
So nice, thanks.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
I like that it shows you using it right by this tree you're standing next to right now.
So how do I?
This is what would happen if you tried to kill yourself at this very moment.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long...
You ever see the David Lynch Dune
Remember
movie?
that.
No, I only saw the miniseries on Sci-Fi.
You said this was a solo mission,
right? Yeah.
Which was good.
I guess that.
I enjoy the David Lynch version, but it's very, you know, David Lynch.
Right.
There is this scene where I'm pretty sure it's Dean Stockwell who plays like the sidekick on Quantum Leap.
Over the radio.
He gets captured and like they give him like a fake tooth thing, but it like vents this like poisonous gas that's supposed to kill this guy they're expecting to interrogate him. But like
as well as recording your
In that
mission
movie, it's
data.
handled in this truly
Member of
bizarre
Fox as
fashion
well.
where, like,
She's
they
here
they
on
like
gunship.
tell him that like this is their plan, and they're like, all right, like that's gonna
Hello,
happen
sir.
now.
I'm
And then like the
paranoid.
next scene you see with him, he's like,
Paranoid.
what was the thing about the tooth?
As an
The
medic who
tooth,
comes
the
in my
tooth, the
parents'
tooth. And it's just like this weird like psychedelic thing of him trying to remember something that happened like 15 minutes ago,
My name
and then like he uses it on the wrong
John
person. It's
Doe.
like you
And
had
they
one
call you Jack
job.
for short.
It was
You're a
very
regular Captain
straightforward.
Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
Captain Demon.
After a week, no one has a name.
A snake has no name.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
Somehow her voice seems
She's
oppressively
also
American.
in charge of recording
Yeah.
your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
Metal
That's
Gear?
right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's
Save
one
it, why
more
don't
person
you?
I want to introduce you to.
Yeah.
Snake.
Stop
Speaking of
introducing me to
snakes,
people. Let me play the game.
You remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the
Oh
DCI's
god,
authorization.
you remember your mentor, don't you? I realized you had a stroke before this mission. That's why I have to explain everything to you in
She
painstaking
also
detail.
helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Ooh, SAS.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
What is her? She's like
Talk
famous
to me.
for something.
Let me
Voice
hear your
actress?
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hear
been
ya.
5
Where is she
years,
from?
70
Ellen.
days, and
definitely
18
Ellen.
hours.
Ellen
You
DeGeneres?
Yep, totally.
You're very wrong.
No, it's
Just
totally
by the sound of
Ellen
my
DeGeneres.
voice.
How great would that
Of
be?
course
You
I
play a
am.
Metal Gear Solid game where she's just like, "Hey there,
Well, I don't know anything
Ellen
about you.
DeGeneres." Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Like literally, it's like literally Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Like you've met Ellen DeGeneres before, haven't you?
It's a top secret mission.
Who died? She's like, Snake! No!
But there were still so many things
I'd play
I
it.
wanted you to
It
teach
seems
me.
so good, right?
Yeah.
No, I taught you everything you needed
Metal
to know
Gear
about
Solid,
fighting
Ellen
techniques.
DeGeneres.
I taught you all
Fred.
I could. The
Oh,
rest
yeah.
you needed to learn on your own.
Dory Finder.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go.
But what about how to think like a soldier?
I was gonna say Ellen DeGeneres.
How to
you're
think
hooked, and
like
I
a
realized
soldier?
that's
I can't
a very
teach you
different
that.
thing.
Yeah.
A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique.
God, this
And the
is
only
pissing
thing
me
you
off.
can learn from someone else is
I like
technique.
super know who that
In
is.
fact, technique doesn't even matter.
I could look it
What's
up.
most important is
It's
Thinking
not,
of
it's
looking
not
it
like
up.
I'm playing a game right now.
It's
and
true,
body
you're
are
not.
like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out
I
for
don't even
yourself.
think you looking it up is gonna
Listen
help
to me,
because you're
Jack.
like probably not gonna recognize
Just
it for the
because
same thing.
soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
This is
Is that
so
why you
cynical.
abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
I
the
already
boss.
told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A
Uh,
soldier has to
Lori
follow
Allen?
whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question
she's
why.
voiced many
But you're
Pixar
looking
films.
for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not
she
quite a
was-
soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more.
Pearl
That's doubly true
Krabs
if he's a career
on
soldier.
SpongeBob.
Oh,
Right and wrong
okay.
have no place in his mission. He has no enemies
That
and
makes
no
sense.
friends. Only the mission.
That's all I
You
got.
follow the orders.
I think
you're
that
given.
might actually be the one
That's
I'm
what
thinking.
being a
Even though
soldier
like
is.
there's
I do whatever I
that's
have to
definitely
get
like
the
a
job
put on
done.
voice.
Right.
Like
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
I've heard her
about
like doing her
politics.
normal speaking voice,
That's
but
not
like
the same
Mhm.
thing. Sooner or later, your
This is
conscience
Bonnie's
is
mom
going to
in
bother
Toy
you.
Story.
In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a
There's a
soldier
bunch of voices
or
for
just
another
another
bunch of
man
Pixar
with a
movies that
gun.
were, like,
There's a
not-
saying in the Orient,
not like the
loyalty
main
to the
characters.
end.
No,
Do you know what it means?
Being
she's just credited as like
patriotic.
additional voices.
It means
for, like,
devoting
all-
yourself
Yeah.
to your country.
I follow the president and the
Especially
top
the, like,
brass. I'm ready to die for them if
sequels,
necessary.
you know, the
The
direct
president
DVD
and the top
sequels,
brass
like
won't
Yeah.
be there forever.
Cars, Maters,
Once their
Tall
terms
Tales.
are up, others will
Even a
take their
thing?
place.
Apparently.
I follow the will of the leader,
Yep.
no matter who's in charge.
So
People
just to
are the
prove how
ones who
Metal Gear
dictate
Solid this game is,
Uh-huh.
Then who
you missed
does?
literally nothing other
The
than like this
times.
entire
People's
conversation has just
values
been
change
like
over time, and so do the
soldiers
leaders
just
of a
listen to
country.
who like
So there's
the
no
people in
such thing as
charge,
an
and so
enemy in
politics
absolute
dictate
terms.
how war
The
happens.
enemies we fight are only enemies in
Good.
relative terms,
Oh my God, it's the
constantly
Bible.
changing with the times.
I could skip it.
As
No,
long
you
as we
shouldn't
have loyalty
skip
to
it.
the end, There's no point
So
in
what's new,
believing
Vasco?
in anything.
Well, you know, politics is a living thing,
That's the
and,
way
you know,
soldiers
it dictates who you
supposed to
face on the
The
battlefield.
only
Yeah.
thing
And,
we can believe in with absolute certainty.
Also,
is
there
the
was this
mission,
really
Jack.
weird, like,
All right.
Freudian moment where
What is
where
it?
Snake was like,
Homie.
"Is that why you abandoned me?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's
Okay.
right. The
Felicia.
legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra
What is
unit.
that?
A group
Oh,
of heroes
okay.
that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah.
Having a
I can't
legendary
think of
hero
anyone
always
else
helps.
I'd
I
rather
mean,
have with
it
me.
would help more if she was like
Oh,
here helping me
one more
do the
thing,
thing
boss.
that's hard instead of
Yes.
just like calling me on the
It's
radio
good
to
to
tell
hear
me
your voice
about how I
again.
shouldn't listen to the president.
I would appreciate that.
After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught
Here we
you
go.
are sure to come in handy.
CQC.
CQC.
See. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the
Hopping.
past few years.
Hopping.
I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember.
It's not
After all, this is
likely
your
to
first
work.
actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next
This
to
doesn't
the
make any
major?
sense.
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a permit.
Why would
class
this be someone's
submarine
first
in the
mission?
Arctic
Why,
Ocean.
why would their first mission
My
be sent in
frequency
alone
is
to do
141.80.
an airdrop technique no one's
Call me
ever
if you
done
need my
before
advice on battle
to try and like
techniques.
survive
Gotcha.
on no supplies, which
Your
they have
mission is to
like
retrieve
almost
Dr.
no
Sokolov.
training in from the sounds of these conversations.
Dr. Sokolov is being held
For,
in an
like,
abandoned
such a
factory
high
located
priority
to the north
target.
of your
Yeah.
current
Like
position.
that seems insane.
Let's not prepare our agent
Combat
at all.
Yeah,
Let
that seems
anyone
like a
see.
terrible idea.
Don't forget.
Like
that
this
is
setup
a
makes
stealth
like Metal
mission.
Gear Solid 2 seem sane when they're like, I was in a computer once. I know how to be the guy.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Try to remember how to soldier.
Such a tiny knife.
It's adorable.
Aw.
Pretty sure.
Don't fire the gun though, because the suppressor eats itself.
Commencing Virtuous Mission now.
Oh, good. I was worried that you hadn't commenced it.
Virtuous Mission is a stupid name for a mission.
Oh, look, it's a snake. I should eat it.
Oh, I like that you actually have like gun and knife equipped. So yeah, as I was saying before, like now that you're like crouching in the grass, like your percentage of cover is like 80. But like if you like stand up outside of the grass, then it's like, you know, 30 or something.
I got a snake. Alright, where am I supposed to go?
I'm pretty sure they didn't say, which is the funniest part of all.
I'm pretty sure it's just forward. I think there's no other way to go. Look, we're here in the Dremelian Swampland.
Which part of that am I supposed to be able to read?
The third part.
I see swampland. Everything else is nonsense. I feel like the actual percentages of cover are a little weird. Like sometimes you're like standing up in a grassy area and it's like hard 0, and it's like, well, I mean, it'd be like harder to look at than like someone in street clothes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like 5%. So like, how much food do you need to get through this game? Would you say? Do you have to like hunt a lot?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
can you kill that crocodile?
It's a challenge. Killing the crocodile. We can try.
Off to a great start.
Going well.
What the hell?
Usually he like flails and hurts you.
I mean, that's what I was expecting. This is ridiculous.
I'm really good at this game, guys.
I don't even know how to describe what I'm looking at.
Gonna get that croc meat. I think technically it's a gharial. Yep. I'm
Like
good.
Shroudigator?
Yep.
Algae Gharial?
It's a gavial.
Is it different from a Shroudigator?
I have no
He
idea.
clearly didn't have Shroud. You were definitely able to target him with that knife.
I don't know what you mean. There's one or two of these guys.
There's a couple of them. Do you think they'll all react that way? Negative? I didn't know you could have a negative percent. I did not remember
Yeah,
that.
see, that's what I was expecting.
I like that he doesn't try to bite you. He just like fucking... These are the laziest gators ever.
Flaps his tail. a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit
like,
and it's
stop it!
I don't like it. He hit me. Let's go this way.
If we were on European Extreme Mode, you would have lost the game.
You're right. I would have. I absolutely would have. So we're making good progress.
Do you think he literally would have lost the game? He's not even like an enemy unit.
I think it would have killed me with one tail snipe.
Oh, that's true. That might be true.
My guess is that like any amount of damage is too much damage.
Looks like he left the caps on it. It's very dark here.
I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
Shouldn't they be like near Sokolov then? Instead of just like out in the fucking wilderness?
Nah. The wilderness is a great place for guarding.
Snake, your
It's a great place
presence
for
in Soviet
gardening.
territory
Is that what you meant?
already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle.
Do not take a selfie with the
This
enemy.
is a stealth
Okay.
Imagine you're not here.
The major is right.
Were you in danger of taking a selfie with the enemy?
Oh, I've already done it.
Ah! Well, definitely don't post it to Instagram.
Too late.
Ah!
I posted it to both my Instagram accounts.
I didn't even know. The mission is so ruined.
It's so
Abort!
ruined. It's double ruined.
Abort the virtuous mission.
The
Oh, I should be
uniform
naked.
option lets you pick your uniform.
Can you do
agree.
that? I strongly disagree.
Choosing camouflage.
Can you
that
can you
blends
just
in
be
with
naked
your
in this
surroundings
game?
will help you
Oh my God, do
yourself
it.
more effectively.
I think he's wearing like underpants or something.
That's fine, but do that.
Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, but if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
They're wearing so much clothes for being in the jungle, by the way.
It's true.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well
Is
your
this
current
naked where you just have
camouflage
suspenders
blends in
and
with
you're
the surrounding
shirtless?
It might be
area.
that, yeah.
The higher the value,
When would that ever
the
be
harder
useful?
you are to
I don't know.
spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Sure.
And you can like unlock different camos by doing things. Like you get more by just playing the game, but like some
Yeah.
things you have to like unlock, right?
Well, you run into some and stuff like that. You like find them along the way. Let's camo. Oh right, because I've like played the game already. I have a bunch of unlocked ones, so we could be Soviet Union.
Well, that's not gonna stand out. Like you'll totally blend in. You'll be like, "See, Russian." And
I
I'll
could
be like,
also
"Oh."
be Raiden, so I could just play the game as Raiden. If you guys want. Uniform. So scientist?
Oh yeah, scientist.
Oh, I don't have scientist.
Oh, you monster.
I'm so sorry. So yeah, naked is just
Tiger
like,
Stripe?
Naked is just like this.
Oh yeah, it's that.
How about squares?
What is squares? Like pixels?
It's called-
Oh, you're like a Minecraft creature.
Yep.
Flectarn.
This is 65. What is this? 55. Oh no, they tell me what it's going to do, right? So
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are all zeros. So we're going to stick with this one, I think.
Yeah, that seems good.
And then all of these are bad, so. Alright, here we go. Let's play the game. Alright.
Are you gonna knife him a question?
Definitely.
Hey, he's not standing in the same place he was in the cutscene telling you not to be an idiot. What's up with that?
The first time I played this game, I got to this section, and I spent like half an hour just trying to crawl to this area as like stealthily as possible without being seen, or I got bug juice.
I read that as big juice. I thought someone just left a giant jug of juice in that tree trunk.
It's like Big Boss, but juice.
Yeah. Oh man, Big Boss brand juice? I'm into that.
Yeah, right?
Can you just stab him repeatedly without him detecting you? Does that work?
I'm pretty sure that does not work.
Can you do stealth takedowns in this game? Where, like, if you get close enough to them, you, like, melee them unconscious or something?
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
Looks like the grass just, like, grew back from you, like, standing on it.
Huh? Oh!
Game over.
Well, at least that kind of worked.
Your suppressor is slightly destroyed.
No.
Oh, is that what that gauge is along the top?
Yeah.
Wow, that is not very much of that.
I mean, and I got two of them also.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, times 2.
Yeah, I can climb this tree, and for
This
no,
one doesn't have a backpack hanging from it for some reason.
no figure. But this is all I can do.
Oh, can you...
Can I
What's
get that
that
fruit?
thing from Assassin's Creed? Can you do that? Can you, like, expand your map and then, like, jump into a hay bale? What's that called?
Can't. Oh. Oh, like Eagle Jump or whatever the fuck.
It's something like that. I mean, Eagle Vision is the thing my ancestors gave me, but it's like a... Fuck, I can't remember.
How do I gun?
I mean, you gunned once. Did they actually tell you how to gun? They told you had a gun.
That's
It's the enemy!
Quick, put on the Russian face.
not the here.
What's wrong?
Oh, it ticked back up to 99. Is that bad?
Patrol here.
I think I screwed
We're
up.
under enemy fire. Enemy's position is unknown. Going into alert formation.
Uh-oh. Someone saw that happen.
Nobody saw it. Everything's fine. Still want to do European hard mode?
Yes, I do. But only if you're gonna wear the scientist camo the whole time.
We're under enemy fire.
How do you not have the scientist camo? What's wrong with you?
I think they probably removed it from my inventory. It's like an item that you have to get.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
true. You
part of
do
the
need it
game.
for one section, don't
Yeah.
you?
Alright, well, we'll continue to be here in the next episode.
Oh, exciting stuff.
See you there. Wait, think I can get him? Think I can get him? Don't kick him. Oh, I missed.
Oh shit, he got him. Oh god.
Who's that?
Who's that? Come on.
I lose. Alright, join us next time when we'll try this again.
Hooray. Oh god, the bees.
Look how,
They know the creepy smile.
the bees. So fucking happy.
I bet he's gonna call the boss and be like, "Hey, guess what I'm about to do with some fucking bees?"
We're in Dolan about now.
I'm sorry, what?
Dolan about now.
Pardon?
Dolan about now.